Well guys, it's another beautiful day working on the Chevy Express. Yesterday we got a little bit done, but it was just frustrating. The wind was pretty high, the camera got knocked over. So it was one of those days where the camera just went away. We got some stuff done and we even ended it early just because I hit my head one too many times. But as you can see, we got the countertop mounted. We got our custom Tigger bracket that we manufacture in-house mounted. We got all the latches, the hardware, everything on the cabinets. And then we also cut for the outlets yesterday. So we have the 12-volt socket outlets, the 120-volt normal house outlets. We got kind of a special one we're gonna do because she wanted some shore power hookup but didn't want to spend $1,000 on an inverter charger. So we're gonna do something pretty cool with that. As well as we got a couple hundred feet of wire to run. We're gonna go over what we're sticking in the van today, and then we're gonna do the electrical system. Stay tuned. So real quick guys, what we got is we got the 1000-watt Renogy inverter. We got the 20-amp MPPT charger. This is a fuse block, 12-volt. And then we got the DC to DC charger. We got some fuses, those breakers actually resettable. This is the way to go. Our connectors, stuff like that. A couple questions we get asked is why in every build we do the DC to DC charger, as well as does every build need solar? Well, the nice thing is most of the people that are buying our builds are driving and traveling on a week basis, weekender, stuff like that. They're not sitting for weeks on end working out of their vans. So the DC to DC charger is great because they can go, you know, drive an hour to where they're going. The battery's topped off in the morning. They can get up, drive somewhere else, charge the battery. But then also it gives them a little flexibility with the solar. Solar is not too expensive to put on these smaller systems. It's not. And it's nice if you want to sit overnight somewhere. I shouldn't say overnight. If you want to stay a day somewhere and, you know, be able to suck in a little bit of power, not doing anything is nice. As well as these are really good for keeping the van topped off when you're storing it outside. That's one thing people don't think about is with these expensive batteries we're putting in there, they have to be fully charged and kept there when you're storing the vehicle and not using it. So it's nice to have the solar system when you're storing it outside, remember, because if you're inside this is not going to work. But it's nice to keep the batteries topped off during storage. So what we're going to do first though is we got our wire. We're going to run and hook up all the outlets and stuff up front here, and then we're going to go back, and that's where we'll start installing the big boy power stuff in the back of the garage there. So got a lot of wires to run today, but hopefully we'll be able to get it all done. Don't mind the mess, it's a construction zone, people. Come on. If you guys wonder what I use for my electrical system, we stock a lot of the materials we have off Amazon. One good brand off Amazon is this Tycon. I think that's how you say it. But that's what I use for all my crimp connections. They got really good butt connectors, my spade connectors. They even have these cool T connectors, all the connectors in the world that you need. As well as when you buy one of these big boxes, you can get one of these awesome hand crimpers. So it crimps it just right, the connection. So that's what I use. And then for all this wire, I use THHN stranded. You can get the stuff at Home Depot. But it's just a lot less than like a marine grade wire. It's still stranded. It still has as many strands as 14 gauge marine wire. Just a little less. The coating's a little thinner, so you got to be careful. You're not going to be sticking the stuff outside, and you're not, you know, running it through metal. It's going to need a grommet, but it's a good way to save some money on the wiring instead of spending an extra about twice as much for your marine grade. Give or take, it is good to get marine grade 1/0 and stuff like that for when hooking the batteries up. But for all the little stuff, you don't need it. Just wanted to show you kind of what we were doing in here. So this side we have the switches. We got the switches for the water pump and the lights, and then we have two 12-volt outlets. On this side, what we got going on is the this is coming off of the inverter, and then what we did for this 120 outlet is we actually ran the Romex straight outside, so that way she can be plugged into shore power technically and be able to plug in heavier appliances, crock pot, stuff like that into that outlet. And then what that's going to be able to do for is we're not having to spend $600-700 on an inverter charger to get shore power. She can have it nice and simple. The only thing is you got two outlets. We'll label them, that way she'll never confuse them, but more USB outlets, can never have enough of those. And then that is the Renogy 500 amp battery monitor. We loom things that are going to be in contact with people. This is a closet, so she's going to be putting stuff in here. We loom it, we zip tie it, and we also fasten it down. Also, it looks better. So, and then we got the Romex running up and in there. And then that's the electrical on that side. This side is we wired the water pump. So the water pump's back in there. As you can see, we got that wired up to the switch, and then we did the water system real quick just because we were in here. So we got a 7-gallon gray, a 7-gallon fresh, and then people ask what we do for the P-trap of the sink. That's an evacuation trap, exterior evacuation trap. You can find it on Amazon. It's just a kind of a shorter version of a P-trap. Still uses water to prevent backgassing, but we like using those. Nice and simple, as well as she's gonna have a back outdoor shower, kinda. So then we had to run a water line back there. That'll get fastened up to the wall and everything. So next is, here's the two outlets. So one will work being plugged in. I'll show you the plug outside there, but this will run off the inverter, off the 12-volt system. So next thing to do is clean up that mess and get the battery in place, inverter, DC charger, all that good stuff. So gonna get that going and then see what happens.
So as you can see, there's been quite a bit of work done in here that we haven't shown you. We've got the flooring in, we've got the bookshelves in, we've got our fancy Tigger table in, and I just wanted to have a little heart-to-heart with you guys about this real quick. Can you please just stop? Put it down for a second. Can you just put it down for a second? Let me get my words together.
Okay, I'm ready.
Can you put it down for a second and let me get my words?
So what Maddie is trying to do right now is give us an intro.
I'm literally trying to say how filming is hard and takes time, and what am I doing? I'm wasting time making it hard.
So what happened was I got a little, you know, antsy and started doing stuff. and it just led one thing into the other, as well as it was late at night, it was dark out. I didn't want to pick up the camera, and well, we got flooring, front and back, and we got a power system.
And dinner table, and
the whole build.
Oh, everything is pretty much done.
It's been a real busy couple weeks, as well as we have a lot of other things going on. House, tax season.
There's a lot that you guys don't see.
Well, and a lot we're trying to make happen as well.
Yeah, and Blackhawk's been doing a lot of the filming by himself because I'm just as busy doing a lot of the behind the scenes things. So filming has been really hard, and we really want to slow down and break down some of the more technical parts of the builds for you guys. But we just don't have the time right this minute. So a lot of the big things were done off camera.
Because it does take twice as long to do things. Because for me, it's a natural feeling, you know, making the shelves, putting them up. But to stop and explain why I'm doing stuff, you know, it takes a while. I got to think about it. We got to make sure it's decent quality when we film it. As well as, we'll tell you guys right now, we have, what, 6 projects? 6 van conversions?
Like happening right now. We have a lot going on.
Coming, either sitting on the property, coming in the next couple weeks, or planned that people are buying vans for us to convert already.
And not all of that is going to be on Instagram or on YouTube. Some of it might be one or the other, or not at all, and it's just a matter of prioritizing.
Just like the school bus that you guys will see
after this is done.
Yeah, it was
episode.
A cool little side project. She was a great customer, as well as we'll probably have tons of those things. And
there's something else I was just about to say, and now I forgot. Why does this happen to me?
What are we working on today?
Finishing this van, hopefully, right? Are we gonna be done today?
It'll be close. So I got the flooring in and stuff, so we got to put the plastic trim piece on, trim pieces, make it all look nice up here. Then it's pretty much paint touch up and testing systems up front, as well as we got a pretty cool cast iron pipe table we got to make. But besides that, in the back, all we got left is the bed frame, a couple trim pieces, and testing the electrical system. When we mean test, really, you know, use it like anybody else would. That way we know the systems are going to last for quite some time. What are you doing?
I just remembered what I was gonna say. So I was gonna say that I wanted to let you guys know that we talked about our goals for the channel and our social media right now. And one of those goals is to take the mystery out of van builds for you guys and break things down more, you know, the electrical, the water. And we also want to take those systems and make individual kits that you guys can order for your own builds. That's something that we're working on. It's all in progress right now. So we will, at some point in a build that we're not trying to really push out quick, we'll take time and break those things down for you guys. Another goal for our channel though is to just be real, and this is the reality. We got to work and we got in a good flow and we didn't pick up the camera.
We also had a just oddball day where I actually didn't start working until what, 6 o'clock?
Yeah.
At night. Like, it was dark out already, and thank God I had the electrical system hooked up. So it's stuff like that the couple hours of me just putting my head down and working was able to get us set up for a good day today, or, you know, struggling around trying to film in the dark, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's life, and we're trying to be real but also bring you guys quality content, and we're working on finding that balance. And I'm sure you guys can tell in some of our videos when filming gets put on the back burner. You know, it happens, but it's growing pains and we're feeling it, so bear with us. Anyway, I'm done sitting here talking. We need to get
working on though?
I'm gonna build the screens for this thing today. Make a beautiful screen door. Maybe not that beautiful, but it'll get the job done.
Stay tuned and see how she does that.
Woo!
Life is a winding road.
Now we're getting the bed frame put together. And I have been getting nowhere on the screen so far. I'm actually rewatching my own tutorial that I shared last fall of how to do it because I started it and I was doing it wrong. So there's that.
Where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say
Little dose of puppy for you. How are you today, Stitch? We all got shots yesterday, so we're a little tired. Right? Yeah.
jumping from cliffs so high.
Well guys, sorry. I apologize this morning for filming poorly, and what did I do today? Filmed poorly. But I wanted to do a walkthrough, kind of what we did, show you what we got done, how we did it. So, as you can see, we got all the vinyl panels on, got the archway covered up, looking nice. Bed is finished. Over here, we have our exterior shower. So she wanted to be able to have water back here. The reason being is she has this pull-out cabinet that she's gonna cook on. So she'll have her butane burner up here and has storage in here. As you can tell, it was a little tight to get out because how I designed it was to be friction fit. That way if she ever hits the gas or something, the thing's not ramming into the back door. But all we did was weld up some angle iron, and then we have some Teflon sheets that are cornering the boxes that it slides on. So what we got going up front, guys, is we finally got the running boards installed. It is really nice to have that step. And then you saw me working on earlier, she did the swivel seat, and to go with that, she has the butcher block swivel table. So on this, instead of using a lagoon mount, we saved her a little bit of money, did some cast iron piping, but it still functions just the same. So she has her computer desk, and then I went through, did a bunch of touch-ups, made sure everything works, plugs into every outlet, run the water, check for leaks, open the cabinets, just gave it kind of a rundown. Tomorrow what we'll do is me and Maddie will walk through it, make a list, and then she will do touch-up paint, screen doors, and then we'll deep clean the thing and be able to get back to the cellar. So sorry guys, this was really documented poorly. But we have quite a bit. We got about 6 builds coming in the next couple months, and it is just, it's getting out of hand. That's what is going on. So just trying to roll with it, trying to get you guys the best footage we can. We are going to try better. Well guys, stay tuned because we're going to do an awesome tour and reveal Dove to you. So stay tuned, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you see that video when it comes out, and then make sure you like and comment something nice on this one. Thank you guys for watching, catch you on the next one.